What's going on, Armoni Sports? Back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about two things involving the Toronto Raptors. The first thing I want to talk about is the Raptors re-signing Armoni Brooks, who has played with the Raptors on two 10-day contracts, and now the Raptors have signed him to a 2-year deal. I like this move. I really like the way Armoni Brooks has played over the past 20 days because he played with the Raptors on the two 10-day contracts. I like how he performed, and I thought he really fit in with the group. The first person that came out and talked about this deal was the Athletic's Shams Charania. He came out and said terms of the deal are not disclosed, but there is a 2-year contract signed by Armoni Brooks that includes a partial guarantee for the 2022-2023 season. So Armoni Brooks is 23 years of age. He has played in a ton of games this year. He spent, the other portion of his career with the Houston Rockets, and overall this season he's played in 69 games. He's averaging 7.2 points, 2.3 rebounds per game in just under 19 minutes per game. So that's some good stats for Armoni Brooks. I mean, you could take 7.5 points per game from him. He could shoot the three ball. He really shot it nicely, especially against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He had some big-time shots in that game. I was in attendance for that game, and he got the fans very excited in that game. He's played 8 games for the Raptors. He started one of them. He isn't averaging much with us right now, only 3 points per game in the 8 games, but he's definitely been pretty good throughout the course of his career. He's, like I said, 23 years of age. He's played 69 career games in the NBA. Last year, a small sample size. He only played 20 games, but he averaged 11.2 points per game. He shot the ball well, over 41%. So he's a guy who can come off the bench and provide a little bit of energy, a nice spark. He's still super young, like I said, 23 years old. And I think this is a good signing for the Toronto Raptors. I think he's going to compete for a spot on the roster next season without a doubt. I would probably expect him to make the team just based off the way he could shoot the three ball and the way that he plays defense. He's a 6'3", 200-pound guard, and I really like this move for the Toronto Raptors. I think he's a guy who could bring a lot to the table for the Raptors, and I really like this move by Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster. The next topic I want to talk about in this video is the Toronto Raptors as a whole and why nobody in the NBA wants to play, especially in the Eastern Conference, wants to play the Raptors in the playoffs. This is a nightmare matchup for anyone, and you take a look at the Raptors and how they've played against teams above 500, and their numbers against those teams are spectacular. They're only 500 against teams below 500, so that's obviously very interesting, but you take a look at the teams above 500, the Raptors have been terrific against those teams. You take a look at the Milwaukee Bucks, who swept them this season. We beat the Philadelphia 76ers in a very impressive fashion. And if you take a look at the teams below 500 that are still good teams, like the Lakers, they're a good team. Like a team like that, we beat them in LA. We just barely lost them in overtime here in Toronto. So we're really a good team against teams that are better than realistically just against playoff teams as a whole. And I don't think really anyone in the NBA wants to play the Raptors in the playoffs. You take a look at Brooklyn, they definitely would rather play Cleveland. I don't know if they would definitely rather play Chicago. I think Chicago and Toronto are probably neck and neck there, but they would definitely rather play Cleveland than the Raptors in that play-in. As it currently sits, though, for the Toronto Raptors, I really like our chances to make a run in the playoffs. I think we've really done a fantastic job against better opponents, against opponents that are contenders. I think we really can compete with the best in the NBA. And you take a look at, even the games we lose, we're right in every single game. And it's just really encouraging as a fan, and it leads you to believe that we can go on a run and we can make some noise. And I think this Raptor team is a team that is, being overlooked. They're a dark horse, and I think no one really secretly, no one really wants to play the Raptors. You take a look at a team like Milwaukee. We've beat them before. I think we know the recipe to beat them. They're a team that we've swept this season. I don't think they would want to play us. You take a look at a team like Boston, who Jason Tatum said that he's never played a tougher series in his life. When we played them in the bubble in that second round series. Look at a team like Philly. They don't want to play us. We beat them before. We beat them twice in their own building this year. The one game we lost to them this year was in Toronto, and our whole team had COVID, and we lost by like 3 points. You take a look at a team like Miami. We fought hard with them every game this year. We won 2 of them. So we're a really, really good team. And you take a look at any team in the East that we play, we beat them. Chicago, we've had some tough games against. But I think that's a team, come playoff time, we could beat those guys. So it's going to be really interesting down the stretch. I think the Raptors really, they were really, improving every game. And I think our star players are starting to come out, and it's very exciting and encouraging as a fan and a content creator of the Toronto Raptors. But overall, guys, that's really all I got in this video. Just wanted to get a quick video out there, talk about the Armoni Brooks signing for the Raptors. I think it's a good move, and I just wanted to talk about the Raptors and what I think they could bring to the table come playoff time. And I don't think many teams in the NBA want to play the Toronto Raptors, and I think that they're a team that the NBA is scared of. But you guys let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on the Armoni Brooks signing and the Raptors going into the playoffs. Do you think teams around the East in the NBA want to play the Raptors? I don't think so. You let me know what you think. Let me know all that good stuff down below in the comment section. And as always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys know. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Let's go Raptors.